with the contract that we gave Caris LeVert, Caris LeVert was a good signing. True or false?
True.
True.
Again, true. This guy, yeah. I'll start us off here. I really like this. I think he's more of a point guard than people realize.
Hmm.
He's not a primary ball handler by any means, but with Ivy and Cade on the team, he's the perfect tertiary guy. Keep one on the court at all times. Then you put LeVert there, second side action. He can move the ball. He can pass. He can find the right man. And he's a good scorer. He's a good NBA player. I think it's like we saw these past years, when you add good NBA players, good things happen. I don't necessarily think he's a shooting upgrade over Timmy and
Hmm.
Juju, which is kind of the guys he's replacing, but a solid vet, good player. He can average again like 12 points a game on decent efficiency. Um, yeah, he's good. The only thing is he gets injured a lot, but we have the depth. I think that it won't matter too much. Just happy with the signing.
He's certainly not a bad shooter, but it's definitely not his main thing. I
Yeah,
love that he has like ball handling and creation abilities because we're losing that with Schroeder in the second unit. I mean, we're gaining it back with Ivy, but being able to be, again, yeah, like you said, always keeping a ball handler or two on the court, taking some pressure off, creating his own stuff. And he also seems like the type of guy similar to Tobias Harris, which I loved, which was like when things get tough and things get crunchy, you could always sort of rely on a Tobias Harris mid-range fadeaway or just something like that just to
gets
get a point on the board. Like Karras is a guy that will, yeah, just like, create shots. It's like jazz within, like you have like a melodic strum that is your regular offense, like just a constant beat, right? But every once in a while that gets messed up and you just need a little bit of jazz, like a couple random notes to flow in there and just to put a two in every once in a while when either the other team's on a run or the game is just tough and a defensive game and not a lot of points are being put up, that this guy can hit a cross contested mid-ranger or some dumbass shot will just, I think, be a nice addition to just pepper in every once in a while.
Agreed. I pretty much agree with everything you guys said. Not much more to add. I do not think he's an upgrade over Beasley or Hardaway but maybe Fontecchio, or in the ball handling department, definitely not Schroeder. But yes, as a guy that can be your secondary, tertiary ball handler when needed. I mean, we're gonna have a lot of guys that are gonna be able to, initiate offense. JD, Cade, Ivy, Asar, Karras. And Duncan's even brought the ball up a few times for the Miami Heat, so who knows if he'll be doing that here. But again, I don't think he's a shooting upgrade, but definitely think he provides. I think we maybe didn't improve in the shooting department this offseason, but we definitely improved in the versatility standpoint. Just to read off Karras' numbers, just for numbers' sake: 35% on catch and shoot, 40% on pull-up threes, 39% on pull-up
Whoa.
twos, and 52% on floaters. So
Do you have a volume number for those
I
pull-up threes?
I do not. No.
I'm gonna look it up
Yeah,
because
look it up.
40% on pull-up threes is bananas.
That is bananas. So, like you said, little extra strum in the step. Maybe that's the next go-to move if Tobias fadeaway is not working. So who knows? And always threes are fun. Threes are good. More points than two. Common sense 101 on today's pod. If you want to score points, make shots, and three is more than two.
Yeah, I think I don't know, like off watching Caris LeVert in the last few seasons, I think he's being someone overlooked as a shooter. Not saying he's a great shooter, but I think when you look at Dennis Schroeder and the impact Schroeder had in his 3-point shooting, his shot wasn't entirely there with his span with the Pistons. So I think that there's definitely a room that Caris LeVert can come in and have somewhat of a similar replicate as to what Schroeder showed us from downtown. But I think, yeah, the flexibility that comes with LeVert is nice because I don't think he's a designated point guard. I don't think he's a designated off-ball guard. I think he can kind of fill in 1 through 3, which, like you said, is not a like-for-like replacement with Schroeder, but what it is the versatile replacement, and it is a different kind of offense. He's a very energetic, off the bench, has the opportunity to give you 15 a game every single night he comes off the bench. He'll do it in different ways than Beasley. It'll be kind of a mix of Beasley and Schroeder. I feel like, he's a guy who has creation, a guy who has a bit more size on him and is pretty dang athletic. But Yeah, definitely had the same reaction as you, Connie, when you said that 40% off the three-pointer. That's a very, very impressive and a good number to hear.
Yep, Connie, before you jump into the numbers, right, real quick, two more things. Yes, we talked about all last season how we want to add a little bit more size. Connie, you touched on it with Duncan being legit 6'7", 6'8". Caris also 6'6". So size increase for sure. And I had one more note on Caris. I forgot it. But anyway, you got your number? Connie?
Yeah, so he shot 40% on 44 pull-up threes last season. For reference, Dennis Schroeder shot 29%, shooting 22 of 76, and Malik Beasley shot 35%, shooting 48 of 138. So the volume is pretty low on those pull-up threes, but I mean, he hits them.
You hit them.
And then, unfortunately, if we go to the season before last, he shot 70 pull-up threes and 28%.
Okay, we're not going to talk about that. Last year was a career year.
I don't think we're like fooling ourselves and think Caris LeVert's going to be some insane three-point shot maker, but
Right.
he is going to be a bucket getter.
Yep, and the other thing I just remembered is Trajan did mention that he thinks Caris can guard 1 through 3, so that goes into my point of us being a little more versatile than we were last year.